Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to be unboxing this ceiling fan with light that I just bought from Shopee. I think the brand is China. Ironically, this item is from China, and in Malaysia we call it Chinese China in Malay, in Bahasa Melayu. So such a coincidence, huh? Maybe. So that is how the diagram looks like. It's a fan, ceiling fan with an LED light at the bottom of it. It makes sense because if the LED light is on top of the fan, then it will create shadows when the fan is when the blades are spinning. So I like that design. So it's come from China Lighting Company Limited, China. That is the spec of it, 220 volts, 50 hertz. I wonder what this is. Let me try to translate it for you. And these are the precautions that they put on the box so that it won't damage the item during delivery and also for the safety of the buyer. So let's start opening up. By the way, I bought two, one and two. One is for each bedroom. Right, so I think I'm just going to make one unboxing because the other one is just the same. Right. So I wonder what that means. But there, if you want to read it, you can zoom in. And also, over here, the indications or the instruction is on the box. So I'm pretty sure that they did not have it in, a manual book inside. So because everything is stated and illustrated on the box itself. So let's start unboxing everything. So that is the LED lights. It has a connector there. So I guess that there's going to be a wire that I have to plug it in there. And next, here it is. Yep, this is the controller or the LED driver. So this connector, by common sense, should be going into this slot over there. Around. And here is the main cover. Golden rings. We have golden rings with translucent cover. And then let me put it over there. And then we have that. Oh, this is the remote control. There you are. That's the remote control. Remote control, which is in Chinese, which I have to translate later on using Google Translate. And they also provide AAA size batteries for the remote. And I think this is the main connection. You connect this to the main line, the main power line of your house. And this goes where? I think this goes to the, let's see. And we have another golden ring there, golden funnel. I think this goes to the ceiling like so. And they also provide the fittings. The fittings, which they so they gave us this wall plug or wall anchor, which is the size of, doesn't say the size, but I'm sure it's like 8 millimeters in diameter. We have a lot of other techniques. Another funnel there, and this is the bracket, I believe, the bracket that you put on the ceiling there, and you're gonna fix this. Yeah, this is how you fix it over there on the field here. Oh, this way. Okay, in this manner, in this way, this golden funnel will cover the main mounting bracket there. We have a golden tube. I think it extends from the ceiling down. That is the main body of the whole thing. Yeah, there it is. So the LED will go underneath here. There is blue and white wires coming up from there. It's supposed to be connected to somewhere. And these are the blades. See some connections there. So when this turns, this propeller will sort open by itself. Oh, yeah. Mechanically, it will open up by itself because I can see some gears underneath there. Wow, can't wait to see it in action. Right? Because if I try to pull it myself, it won't budge. So I believe they have a controller to do that by itself. Okay, let me figure out how this whole thing will assemble and get back to you. So here is the basic plan. So this bracket goes to your ceiling like so, right? But secondly, when you have already installed this onto the ceiling using the anchor bolts, the anchor bolts that they have provided, right? So after that, you have to put this like so. So however you want to fix it onto here, it's up to you to figure it out, because they didn't tell you exactly how to do that, because everything is in Chinese. So I have to figure it out by myself, right? So after this is up there and this is right there, so you have to do the connection. These two goes to your 220 volts power supply, your power cables that is dangling from your ceiling, and these two goes to your lamp, the lamp connection, which is actually here. You see the blue and the white color that is matching over here, right? So after you put this on, and this is the antenna, the receiver from your remote control there, and this is the plug to the socket that controls the fan, the turning of the fan. Okay, the power to the fan after it has been tuned down from the 220 volts over there. So after that is over here, the controller, and then you have to put this golden rod right there. Okay, so that you can see there are four holes there, and then you can screw it in using the screws that I have provided. All of these screws there, right? And then this goes like that. See, it goes in like so, and up there. So your fan will be dangling down here. So it has some holes on it. You can see that. So these two holes must be matching and in line with your holes on the black bracket there. Okay, and in goes before your fan, before the cables of this cables goes through the rod. Make sure that it goes through this panel, which is this way, goes down, and this will cover on top of your fan, which actually nobody will see it, will notice it. So whether you want to fix it or not, yeah, it's up to you. But I think if you put it on like so, when you look at it from far behind, then you will not see this ugly black bracket there, right? And then with all of these cables, you just thread it into this golden rod right up there until it protrudes, until it goes through all the way there, and then this golden rod goes through this small funnel down there and into covering this black partner of it, the matching rod up there, and then you just plug in the bolts and you fix it with the nut that they also provide right here. Okay, so basically that is the plan that I figured it out with my electrical and electronic knowledge, because all of the instructions are in Chinese writing, so I do not understand that. I simply cannot understand what they are saying. So, and then when all of this has been fixed, right on top of the ceiling there, let me take this out because I need to show you how to fix the lights. Okay, so don't worry, this is just the plan, the theory of it, and when I do the real thing, the real practical installation, I'm going to explain it to you one more time. And so these LED lights, LED bulbs or strips, if you may call that, will go right there. And one thing to be noticed is that they do not provide any double-sided tape or any glue to fix these LED strips onto this golden plate right here. So you have to get prepared yourself with a strong double-sided tape, or maybe use the hot glue gun, which is much more convenient. But if you can, I suggest that you use a 3M tip, the one with the spongy rubbery type, and to fix this, because if you use a hot glue gun, probably these LED lights, LED bulbs will heat up and it will melt your hot glue that you're sticking on to this plate here, and will drop down and you have to fix it again. So 3M thick double-sided tape, the heavy duty ones, is much more advisable to be used here. And so here comes the LED controller that should be stated, that should be positioned right anywhere here, like so. So when you put it there, make sure that it doesn't collide with your strip. You put your strip on first to balance all of the positions so that you can have a good lighting position, balance, right? And then you fix this in. Because this is not so difficult to put on because it has its own magnet that you can just place anywhere that is convenient. And these two cables will be connected over here. They do not even provide the connectors for it, so you have to just, I suggest that you use a soldering iron to solder this on so that it won't go loose. And these three wires, which is in yellow, gray and white, will be connected right here on this socket there. Just plug it in, right? So that is basically how it goes. I figured it out. And I hope that this will be a good help for you guys, because again, the instruction all comes in Chinese writings, and you will not be understand it. You will not understand any words that they have explained to you. So I guess I hope this will help. Right now, let's do the practical. So guys, this is how I've connected the main mounting to the ceiling over here with two very strong anchor bolts, and then I've placed this converter to the mounting itself with the help of some cable ties or zip tie, as you may call it in your part of the world. And then we focus on the AC in, the alternative current in, and it has a black and a white cable or wires. So the black is for the live, which I've already connected to the live cable that is protruding from the my ceiling over here with the help of these connectors, and with the neutral wire that is coming out from the converter, which is conveniently marked N, if you may see over here, N, which means neutral, to the neutral cable that is coming out from the ceiling of my house here. And so for this converter, it doesn't have any earth cables. So what I did was, I just took out the earth cable from the ceiling and prepare another wire over here, green for the color code, and then I just crimp it to the mounting, the base mounting of this fan. Should be covering enough for the safety precaution. So for the rest of this, I'm going to put in first the base and the golden bowl. So this was the double-sided from 3M Scotch Clear permanent mounting tape, which can hold up to 4.5 kilograms, and this is a very strong double-sided tape. You can see there. Okay, as I told you, we are going to use this to fix these LED strips onto this golden side of the bottom plate. Yeah. So just going to place some of it over here. We don't have to like the whole thing. We don't have to stick the whole thing. We just have to like take a piece of 1 inch times 1 inch, like so. Right, and then we place it on the and one down. Okay, one more down. And another one. Just so that's one, two. That's which I want to basic which one and evidence is the force evidence is the evidence and evidence so the side because of the video that time we have to be also good at what is on so this something with glass like this effect really sound more just more yes something so basically alright, so just turn it upside down, make sure that we have taken off all the non-sticky side of the tape, and then just place it at the places at the points where we have just left us now. And give it a quick press to make sure I could stick with the results. Right. That should be good. Now, for me, where you should place this. Okay, first, better to plug the LED driver into its socket over here. Okay, make sure it goes in all the way. So the reason that I put the plug into the socket first is to know where I should place this drive with its magnetic ability to stick right there. Yeah. So with this, I need to connect this LED driver to the cable that has been equipped on the fan side, like so. Okay, I've got everything ready now, all connected, and the wire, the extra ones, I push it into the other side of this plate here, so that it won't dangle around this side, because if you switch on the lights, and if the wires just block the direction of the lights coming from the LED, it will create shadow over here, which we wouldn't like to see and watch every night of our bedtime. So now we're going to push this in and place this in. So what you do is there are a few notches over here, 4 to be exact. So what you do is just place this hole here to the notch, right? And then just turn it. Just turn it. And just pull a bit to make sure that it's there. Nice. Okay. So what we have to do now is to put this up over there and make sure that you have the hole to push the latch in, and then the hole there, and while threading these wires to the top of the golden rod, so that you can connect everything in. Okay. So here's the last part of everything. Here to join the blue wire to the blue wire the white one to the white one. Okay, and this red, black and white, red, black and white. So yeah, just connect this yellow and the white connector right there. Okay, and there it is. So this is not a wire, this is the receiver antenna. So once that is all done, you have to cover everything with this golden ball, and then with the okay, make sure that the wires does not lock the holes where you are going to screw the golden ball in. So to do that much better, I suggest that you put in all of the wires in the black bracket. You can see that on top here, because you are going to screw the golden ball there. You do not want any of these wires to block the hole where you're going to screw the golden ball into. So here comes the white one. Just thread it into the black ceiling mounting on top, and also these 3 wired connectors. Make sure that the red goes to the red, white goes to the white, and the black goes to the black. There you go. This will make the process of screwing the golden ball onto the ceiling mount much easier. Okay, now to find the hole, there it is. This is the hole there. Alright, the screw hole, once everything is in, it's a bit tough to put it in because the body of the fan is already blocking your view. Where is it? Oh, I must admit that this is the hardest part, to find the hole to screw the there you go. Yes. So once the first screw is in, it's much easier to find the other side, the other hole on the other side, right there. Just wiggle it a bit, just wiggle it a bit until you can find a hole right there. Okay, I think I found it. Yes. Okay, to screw this in, because the length is too short, you have to use a short screwdriver. Okay, so that's it. I believe what we have to do, firmly screw the golden ball onto the ceiling mount, like so. Because do remember that a ceiling fan or any other fan is a moving machine. So any moving machine will create vibration. If you don't screw it well, everything in, by time it will get loosened. doesn't work. The LED just lit up like so blurry. Maybe I did something wrong with the connection. Then we have to study. Let me study it for a while. So guys, why didn't it work yesterday? I found the solution. Yesterday we were using the conventional fan wiring that has been existed in this house before this. So guys, why didn't it work yesterday? I found out the solution. Yesterday, the wiring we have been using the initial existing fan wiring that has existed in this house before. So I thought of it, why didn't it work? So I found out that this fan, because it has its own lighting, it needs a proper power connection, which is we have to connect it to a power point, which is over here, right there. Don't worry, this is just a temporary wiring connection so that we can test it out. And I just use this power cable to put it on to the power connection. So now, when we turn it on, it worked. So let me show you the control. Right. So over here on the right, even though it's in Chinese, I've already translated it using Google Translate. If you press that, it will turn off. Press it again, and it will lit up in the medium brightness. And press it again, it will turn off again. And when you press it again, it will turn to the maximum illumination. Right. So how do we turn on the fan? This is it. This is the main fan. I'm sorry, but this is the fan stop. You press this to stop the fan, but you press this one on the left here, left bottom, to turn the fan on, like so. Ta-da! And so, these are the volume of the wind strength that you can choose up to your requirement. Let's try 4. And let me tell you, the strength of the wind that it is blowing started right here. Okay? The best is if you are position yourself right under the fan. Nice. But the wind, you can feel it starting from here. Not here, not here, not in the corners. No. This is the place, the best position to get the wind blowing to you, right? And so, this is how you stop the fan. Okay. Surprisingly, it has a button to reverse the rotation of the blade, which is this one. Press it, and you notice that once it is stopped, it will jiggle a bit. Look at that. There. And then it will rotate in reverse for whatever reason. Probably when I've already installed my air conditioners, then we will notice probably the reverse rotation is being used to circulate the cool air from the air conditioner. Right. So that is it. On the left here, left top, is where you can switch off everything. You know, like a main power button. Just press that, and it turns off. Immediately, it cuts off all the power to the fan and the lights. Right. So that's about it. Press it again, with them on. I like this one. No, this is too bright. But that's the main reason to buy this, to get the lightings and the wind at the same time. So, guys, I think that explains everything. I will call it a day for my unboxing vlog, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you again next time. Thank you and cheerio.